for the Lyft driver. He's like 5 minutes away now. So I have my stuff in the back. And he's going to take me to the 24-hour women's center to go pick up my bags. And my flight is right at 6. I had to get there by 4, 4:30 at the latest. It's like 2, what time is it right now? I don't even know. I can't look right now, otherwise it's going to turn off the camera. But yeah, so fingers crossed he's willing to just take me all the way there. Ooh, otherwise, this is going to be a stressful night.
Thankfully, I was able to find an Uber driver that was willing to take me all the way to the airport, which is very, very lucky for the area that I was living in because it's super rural and they don't have a lot of Lyft drivers. But yeah, I was able to find one. So thankfully, I was able to go pick up my stuff. Here's me at the women's center, picking up my luggage and going through it one more time before heading to the airport. I ended up leaving my favorite blanket there and donating it to one of the women who were at the shelter because I was worried about how much my luggage was going to, weigh and everything, and I didn't really need it. So yeah, I left that there and I finished packing up everything and got ready to head to the airport. The lady who was waiting for me when I got there was super sweet. She actually stayed on the phone with me the entire ride to the airport because I was a little bit freaked out by my Lyft driver and I wasn't sure if he was normal or not. And I was kind of nervous he was going to take me back to his house and murder me. So yeah, she actually stayed on the phone with me for the entire car ride to the airport, which was really sweet of her. And we had a really encouraging conversation and she was just super supportive of my decision to escape and free myself from the toxic, abusive situation. And it was just really nice getting to have someone to share what I was going through. Because you guys, I did not tell a single soul that I was going to be escaping and moving across the country. So this was top secret. And yeah, it was just really nice getting to have somewhat of a support system through getting to talk to her on the phone. So I arrived at the airport and I made it to my flight on time at 6 a.m., bright and early. And I was just so relieved to finally have gotten the hardest part over with.
You guys, I made it.
Yeah,
that was terrifying, and I'm just so grateful to be on the plane. I cannot believe I pulled that off. Like, you guys have no idea. Wait till I tell you, like, the backstory, because it's insane. We made it! Oh my god.
So I didn't head straight to California. I had to run some important errands first in my hometown, and I was in West Virginia at the time. So I flew from West Virginia to my hometown of Columbus, Ohio, and I spent 2 days there at an Airbnb while I ran some errands. I needed to go to an eye appointment and then also pick up some stuff from my storage unit that I had out there.
I made it! Yay!
So this was my Airbnb that I stayed at. Honestly, y'all, there was so much spiritual warfare in me escaping. Like, the hosts were terrible and a nightmare to deal with. But I pushed through and we made it happen. I stopped at my storage unit, grabbed some important things I needed to take with me. This was the next day, obviously. And yes, I went there and then I went to the airport and I was able to catch my flight on time. Thank God.
Finally heading to Cali. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already happening. I'm so excited. Yay!
So yeah, I think I waited about 2 hours before my flight to California started boarding.
It's happening.
I clearly was very excited and very, very relieved to finally be heading back to California.
I'm so excited to be leaving. So relieved.
This was 14 months in the making, y'all. So by the time it actually happened, I was just so grateful and happy to be leaving that honestly, that's all I felt. I didn't really have anything else to process. I already worked through all my trauma and all my pain. So at this point, I was just happy. I was just so happy.
I'm taking off. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. See you soon, California.
So I know cutting off your toxic and abusive family can be different for different people in terms of how they process it. For me, by the time I actually escaped, it just so happened that I had already done 12 years of significant deep trauma healing and inner healing work by the time this happened. So by the time I actually left, there was really nothing else to process. It was just honestly a relief to be out of there, gratitude, and just excitement to finally be free and to be moving on with my life and starting this new era of happiness.
I'm on my last flight of the day. So grateful. Cannot wait to be back in California. I did it.
So yeah, this is me boarding my last flight.
I made it to my flight. I'm so excited. You guys, look at my new home.
So yeah, you guys, needless to say, despite the crazy obstacles and time crunch and secrecy and fear and financial miracles required to make this all happen, I did it, you guys. It actually happened, and I finally freed myself. And I'm back in California where I belong, where I'm able to pursue my dreams of being a singer, and I'm just so grateful. If you can relate to this story, if you have an abusive narcissistic family or parents, or if you've ever escaped an abusive relationship of any kind, I would love to hear your story in the comments.